Alright, back for match 5. This is a good hand. We kind of play by ear. Definitely gonna lead off to try to get a plains. And then what I do next probably depends on what the opponent does, but there's a good chance I just play Tireless Shred. Ooh, burn. This might be the best matchup. I consider burn to be the best matchup that I have. So, which I don't know if it is surprising to people. Yeah, let me just hold this spell starter. That probably might have been a mistake. But I guess I could just play it. Okay. So it would have been better if I played Tireless Tribe there, but because I could have also gotten a Preordain in. But I think this is not too bad. So burn is usually a good matchup because I just side out of the tribe combo entirely and just use a bunch of fairies to try to kill opponent. The tribe combo isn't very good against burn because it's tough to you have a lot of instant speed removal. I mean, it's burn, so they usually use it to go for your face, but they can use it on your creatures, and that makes it pretty hard to, they even have Fire Blast, so that makes it pretty hard to connect with the combo. But the presence of Tireless Tribe makes it such that they kind of play a little bit scared usually. But if I can try find Inside Out, I win immediately. Didn't find it, but Circle Logic is not too bad. Alright, I need to start holding land drops because I do find Inside Out. In the meantime, I think you just need to try to counter what my opponent's doing. This is also a hand I can play it slow because, well, that's certainly getting countered. I will just dispel that. This is also a hand I can play it a bit slow because the only clock my opponent has is Curse of the Pierce Heart. And I could potentially have just a bunch of counter magic. I might be able to erase it. Another curse. So this is the turn in which I need to figure out what my plan is. It's either going to be try to find Inside Out and combo him, or it's going to be, well, I already let it resolve, so clearly my plan is to find Inside Out and combo him. I think I'm not going to play around 2 Fire Blasts. Okay, well, I can now play around 2 Fire Blasts. So Curse of Pierce Heart is pretty slow. Maybe I should play land drop. Okay, well that definitely needs to get countered. I still don't think I play around the second Fire Blast. Though the way my opponent's playing does suggest that he does have it. So. Or it's possible that my opponent just has a bunch of 1-drops that he's not playing because of my spell stutter. Another curse. So I'm dead in 3 turns. So it's like, I think it's fine. Okay. Well, I do guess I go for it. I have exactly enough cards to play around 1 Fire Blast 2, so I can't play around 2 Fire Blasts, but I don't think I can afford to play around 2 Fire Blasts. I guess if he does have 2 Fire Blasts, I mean, it's probably, I don't think I can win. I need a Gush and find Tyler's Tribe immediately, probably find another Gush, and then find it Inside Out again. Well, okay, he did only have 1 Fire Blast. This other card was probably a 1-drop. Yeah. Okay, so glad I won game 1. That game 1 is usually kind of rough. So for the post-board matches, I do like to set out all of my Tireless Tribes and Shadow Rifts, and in their place, I want to put in all the Piracy Charms and all the Hydro Blasts. And wait, there's something else I want to put in? I guess I put in 2 Augurs. Oh. Man, I used to have a much bigger sideboard for Burn, but then I realized it was such a good matchup that I stopped sideboarding for it. Now I don't have enough. I guess I put in 1 Tireless Tribe. I mean, I still have the Inside Out, so they can still combo. I usually like Augur Bullets better because I just can't really safely combo. So I usually just never combo. You just win with fairies. But I guess keeping 1 Tireless Tribe is not too bad. So I'll do that. So the plan is just to kill all their creatures and just win with fairies. You know, like, despite not having red removal, this deck does have a lot of ways to deal with what I'm trying to say. I think I'm just going to run out my Faerie Miscreant. If he wants to Rift Bolt it, that's fine. Yeah, so Inside Out deals with Thermal Alchemist, and Piracy Charm deals with the Archer. So it's not too bad. like I do have enough removal to kind of counter the things that I'm a bit scared of. So this is what I like to see. My opponent just. So the thing about Delver is that, you know, like you can just get burned out like very quickly, but you can kind of hold the line because you just have infinite. You can just draw like a ton of counter spells. So my opponent just burning me to start out with is not too bad because, you know, I don't. Uh, you know, fairies. I can stop his last 10 burn spells. So him just wasting his like first few spells on my face, and it's not a recurring source of damage, I think is totally fine. All right. I'm just gonna bottom both of these. I can't really afford the mana for a cantrip, I think. I'm gonna play Predating right now because I draw Hydroblast. I'm gonna bottom these again. I don't need land drops. I can hit my land drop next turn with a Gush. Okay. Ninja is kind of what I want. Oh, I could probably use my Piracy Charm here. Ooh, I should do it in draw step. Okay, all right. Good thing you didn't have it. Yeah, I should have used in draw step because I I wanted him to have a card in hand, which is why I didn't do it in my end step. But I forgot to. I need to set a stop there. Okay, this is all still fine. I'm gonna say he can't kill me next turn. This is kind of a risk, but also do need to find my counter spells. And my opponent can't kill me next turn because um, he would need 2 Fire Blasts and he only has 3 lands. Okay. So let me just hold up my island again. Now, do I do this? Do I do the Piracy Charm thing again? I'll probably wait this time. He only has 2 cards. There's a chance that he could just throw both of them at my face, and Piracy Charm's wasted. Alright, so this is not good. I'm just going to get the planes, even though I'm probably not going to play it. I'm probably going to Gush. Let me attack first. I definitely need a counter like this second. So I'm gonna dig hard for it. I'm probably going to Gush first. Yep. I definitely need a counter this turn. So I need to dig very hard right now. Okay, so Pauper Faerie Miscreant. That's pretty good. I think I'll play it. That means I have lethal with Piracy Charm. Actually, I did have lethal anyways. Okay. Well, I was going to Piracy Charm him right now. Oh, I think it was. But now I'm just going to... I don't think I can lose. Yeah. All right. Next, I can Piracy Charm my ninja for the win. And I have 2 counters for just 2 spells, so I think I'm good. Yeah, let's just do this right now. I don't know why I'm casting Spell Sorter Sprite. It doesn't really matter. All right. Well, that does it. I would say, I lost against Blue Delver, kind of lost to some very good draws. And then lost to Elves. Again, I would say kept a loose one game 1, but given that he just drew Longbow, it's kind of, or she just drew Longbow, that's kind of unlucky. Game 2, had a few outs, didn't hit them. My Shadow Rift was in like the bottom 20 cards. So kind of a bit of a unlucky draw there too. My overall record against Elves is okay. Man, I just lost a ton of rating. Yeah, so yeah, I think I might try to record another one of these leagues at some point. But yeah, GG's.